Hey, what's happening, guys? Today we're doing another single serve recipe on the channel. We're doing another mug cake recipe, but not just any mug cake. Today I'm going to show you how to make a keto chocolate lava cake mug cake. And there's a really good chance that this is the best keto mug cake I've ever made on this channel. There's just something absolutely incredible about the middle of a chocolate cake being filled with ooey gooey warm chocolate deliciousness, and it's tough to compete with. That said, let's get right into this one and I'll show you how to make a keto chocolate lava cake in a mug.
Like always, the first thing we'll want to do is get out our food scale and a small pourable bowl or a measuring cup. To the bowl, we're going to crack and add 1 large egg, as well as a half a tablespoon or 7 grams of some melted butter and a 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And those are actually all of the liquid ingredients for today's keto chocolate lava cake recipe. So as you're seeing here, we'll just use a whisk and whiskify them until combined. Once they're combined, we can start adding the dry ingredients for today's keto chocolate cake. And the main ingredient is almond flour. So we'll get some of that out and we're going to add a 1/4 cup or 28 grams of that almond flour to our bowl. So once we've added that almond flour, the next thing we'll want to do is sweeten up our chocolate lava cake in a totally low carb keto friendly way. And we're going to do that by using confectioner swerve since it has 0 net carbs and 0 calories. That said, as you're seeing here for today's keto chocolate mug cake recipe, we'll want to add 2 heaping tablespoons or 20 grams of that stuff to our bowl. Of course, we have to add some chocolate flavor because we are making a chocolate mug cake after all. And to do that, we're going to use some unsweetened cocoa powder. By the way, I really like to use this special dark cocoa by Hershey's just because I think it gives this mug cake a much richer, deeper chocolate flavor. That said, we're going to add a tablespoon or 5 grams of that stuff for our keto chocolate mug cake. And then we're also going to add a half a teaspoon of baking powder. So now at this point, we're going to use a spatula and mix everything up until a thick chocolate batter forms. Once it does, we're going to get out an 8-ounce ramekin like this. We're going to coat it with baking spray, and then we're going to start adding the batter to it. So if you're planning on baking the mug cake in the oven, you'll want to add all of the batter to your ramekin at this point. But if you're planning on making the easy 1-minute version, you'll only want to add 2/3 of the batter at this time. Anyways, when we've done that, you'll either want to microwave the mug cake for around 20 seconds depending on the power of your microwave, or you can also bake it in the oven at 350 degrees for around 5 minutes. While our keto chocolate cake is baking though, we're going to prep the lava part of the cake. So in a small bowl, we're going to add about 2 tablespoons or 21 grams of some keto chocolate chips, which by the way, my favorites are these 0 net carb ones by Lily's. Then after we add those, we're going to add a half a teaspoon of unsweetened vanilla almond milk just to help them melt. So now at this point, our low carb chocolate mug cake should be done cooking in the microwave. And as you're seeing here, it should be cooked just enough to hold the weight of the chocolate chips in the middle of the cake. So when we've added all the chocolate chips, we're going to cover those and the rest of the chocolate cake with the remaining batter that we have. Once that looks pretty good, we're going to cook our keto chocolate mug cake in the microwave for another 20 seconds or until the center of our mug cake is just ever so slightly wet looking. However, if you decide to bake this keto chocolate mug cake in the oven, you'll want to add the chocolate chips to your cake around 5 minutes into baking, and then we're just going to gently press those into the center of our cake. Also, you'll need to cook the chocolate cake for an additional 7-ish minutes after you do this. By the way, if you want to make a quick chocolate glaze for the mug cake, just add 1.5 tablespoons or 14 grams of those Lily's chocolate chips to a small bowl with about a half a teaspoon of unsweetened vanilla almond milk and melt them together in either the microwave or a pan on the stove. And then you can add that chocolate glaze to the top of the keto lava cake along with a small scoop of my keto vanilla ice cream. And then just check this out. Look how absolutely rich and gooey this keto chocolate lava mug cake turns out. As always, guys, for more info on today's low carb keto mug cake recipe, check out the video description below, and I hope you like it.